So it is April Fool's Day, and it's time to check out what kind of, what kind of joke the developers have prepared for us. And oh my, what the hell is this? Flying is mad. Oh no. Well, now we know that the developers love My Little Pony. Something tells me that I should not be surprised about that. Anyway, let's see what this is. Now, this is technically a air mode test, which is in the works and should be released at one point. No idea when. And yeah, this is cursed. Oh my god, this is. Yep, this is cursed. I mean, I expected something kind of weird, but I think this kind of takes the cake, not gonna lie. I am flying a pony. That sounds like... That sounds like a jet. That's actually kind of funny to think about. Okay, well... this should be fun. Now, from my experience so far, from what I've seen at least, and the overall mechanics and the way that the air mode works is very similar to how the PC works. I also remember all the players saying how it would be impossible to have the air mode on mobile because the phones wouldn't be able to run it. Well, this kind of proves them all wrong. Now, my frame rate is usually very stable. My frame rate is a bit lower because I am recording and I also play in battery saver mode. But when I'm not recording, the frame rate is stable 120 FPS, so it runs really, really, really well, which is important. One thing that doesn't run well is my internet though, so I don't know how I'll be playing the air mode when it's actually out, but we will see. Apparently this should have some new mechanics, something that we don't really have. Actually, I don't really know what they did with this. This is a April Fool's joke event, I guess, so I don't take this whole thing serious at the moment. I actually expected something like UFOs or, you know, I expected that. I definitely did not expect. I did not expect this. But Gaijin has definitely been quite creative when it comes to this event, at least. I also love how the mechanics are working better than the mechanics on actual planes. Like, my machine guns actually do some damage when they hit. Or they don't. Okay. Oh, fair enough. I actually forgot, did they do something similar on the PC at one point? Did they have flying ponies on the PC version at one point? I honestly can't really remember that. I think they did. I'm just not sure when. And I am out of ammo, isn't that lovely? Well, I mean, I guess the proper air mode is not that far off at this moment. I will say maybe in like 2 or 3 months, and we will see the air mode added.
A little more effort, and victory will be ours.
So maybe July, June.
I refuse.
I think that's going to be like the date of the air mode release. Well, that was surprisingly a victory. A very funny victory as well. And let's go to the next. Let's go to the next round. I mean, definitely it is what Gaijin would do. You know, Gaijin does stuff like this occasionally, especially on April Fool's days. They definitely did put some work into this,
I refuse.
and I find this quite funny.
Affirmative.
I also like how there is a bunch of different ponies to choose from. Some of them aren't unlocked. I guess they'll be unlocked as the days go. But yeah, this one seems to work the best.
Never.
450 bullets. I think this is a 12.7mm machine gun or something. I don't know. Well, the frame rate is very good. I think I also have ray tracing on, I don't know. Usually have that enabled. The one thing I don't really like is the fact that the missions are kind of... The event missions are kind of weird and there is just not enough time to do them. So that's one thing. One thing I don't like. And the controls are... well, I mean, controls. I think it's more like my internet being bad. Since the horse doesn't really, you know, respond to where I want to go. I think that's my internet, I guess, being bad. Yeah, I'm definitely like lagging a little bit, even though 78 ping, well, that's terrible. That's terrible. Yeah, definitely not respawning where I want to go. That's something that I've also had on the PC version of the game, where my aircraft doesn't want to go where I want to go because of the high ping, or just the game that's not wanting me to do well, or both. In all of cases, it's actually both at the same time, both problems. Having no luck does that, and luck is everything. If you have no luck, you got nothing. That's how War Thunder works. Well, at least it's going to be a victory, since I'm also trying to like run the missions and stuff.
Keep the pressure on. Victory is close.
Although the map does look kind of weird, that's what I noticed. Usually the maps are, the normal maps at least are, I mean this is a event map, so I'm not really surprised. They just wanted to have fun with it, I guess. But I want to say that the map doesn't look as detailed as some of the other maps, which I find quite funny, to be honest. You can also do the first strike mission by the task. You can run the task by basically just shooting anti-aircraft guns, which I usually do at the very start of the match, and I completed that. The other one, which is more difficult, is win 18 games. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. No way that I am going to complete the tasks to get a new tank. It's just, that's not gonna happen. I just have no luck for that. And the new event platoon though does seem interesting, but I will have no luck to obtain it, since there's just no way that I'm going to be able to win 18 rounds of this. It's not something in the realm of possibility for me at the moment. With my luck, that's just straight up impossible. Well, that's the second, well, I mean, I say that, but this is the second win for this. And what did I get here? What the hell was that? Well, that was a terrible round, but let's do one more. Honestly, I would say a quite creative event, to say the least. I expected UFOs. I expected something different, and we got this. You can bet this nail is having a field day right now, laughing. And honestly, surprisingly, the rewards are, I mean, the rewards are really generous. I'm not really complaining about the rewards. A free tier 3 tank platoon is amazing. So I hope that it's going to be available with gold to be purchased later on. If it is available, I'll probably buy it, but at the moment you can get that only with playing the new event here. Well, I mean, you have to like complete the missions and tasks to get the tank platoon. You also have a free ship platoon. I think it's a barge or something. was kind of also funny to look at, really. But the best thing first thing I do, as you can see, just yeet the bomber. Well, not the bomber, but I yeet the aircraft with missiles at the anti-aircraft guns, so I get that first strike. It helps with the task. So if you are aiming to get that task, I recommend that you go and yeet the missile bomber right at the anti-aircraft guns, so you get that task completed early on. Also, the bomber has a very good autocannon, basically one-shot kill if you hit a target with that. Although I haven't used it because it's very slow and you can't really maneuver with it that much. But it's interesting. I figure that this one might be the easiest to control and use. There's also other aircraft, well, other horses that you can use. See that? How my aim doesn't like my... Yeah, I'm going left, the screen is going right. Even though my ping is like 81, but there is ghost ping there for sure. Yep, doesn't respond. I guess I'll have to rework my controls, or maybe not even the controls will help, because in the end luck is the most important factor that is the decisive factor as well. I also love how I'm being chased by the whole enemy team almost like every time. Yeah, there's like 3. There were. Okay, well, yeah. There is one. Oh well. I mean, still a hilarious event, hilarious April Fool's joke. In the end, it's exactly what you would expect from Gaijin. They like to do things like this, and it is something different for sure. Very good test for the air mode. It just shows that it can work. It also shows how far they are into the whole thing. I'll say, while it is playable, there is definitely a lot of other things that they have to improve on. But that would be it for this hilarious little event. Hope you enjoyed, and with that being said, if you would like to support me, feel free to like and subscribe. And with that being said, stay safe, as always. I'll see you next time.